The boxing world is buzzing after Gervonta "Tank" Davis dropped a bombshell during a press conference. He plans to retire from the sport after 2025. Tank's announcement sent shockwaves through fans and pundits alike, marking what should have been a reflective moment for one of boxing's brightest stars. However, the story didn't end there. Rising star Keyshawn Davis took the opportunity to turn Tank's retirement into an all-out war of words, throwing down the gauntlet and challenging Tank's legacy in the boldest way imaginable. This is the story of how Keyshawn Davis seized Tank's retirement announcement to ignite a rivalry that has the entire boxing world talking. At a press conference hyping his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach Jr., Tank was his usual confident self, fielding questions with a cool demeanor. Fans were expecting the usual theatrics and bravado, but Tank surprised everyone when he casually announced his retirement plans. At only 30 years old, with a flawless record of 30-0 and seemingly in his prime, the undefeated lightweight champion revealed his intention to walk away from the sport after 2025. The announcement left fans and media stunned. Tank's career, marked by electrifying knockouts and dominant performances, feels like it's still peaking. His retirement would leave behind unanswered questions about potential mega fights with names like Shocker Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Keyshawn Davis. Tank explained his decision by pointing to the wear and tear on his body after years of grueling battles. He hinted at a desire to focus on his family and enjoy the fruits of his labor while still at the top of his game. "We've been beating our bodies up for so long," Tank said. "It's time to step away before it's too late." While his reasoning resonated with some fans, others were disappointed. After all, Tank's name has been tied to some of the most exciting potential matchups in boxing, and walking away now would mean some of those fights might never happen. Keyshawn Davis wasted no time capitalizing on the moment. Known for his sharp tongue and brash confidence, Keyshawn turned Tank's retirement announcement into an opportunity to escalate their brewing rivalry. Almost immediately, Keyshawn took to social media, accusing Tank of running from real challenges and labeling his retirement plans as a cop-out. In an interview with Fox Sports, Keyshawn doubled down. "If Tank retires without fighting me, his legacy is fake. Period," he said. "He can talk all he wants about being tired, but we all know what this is. He's ducking the real fights." Keyshawn didn't stop there. He called out Tank's willingness to fight less threatening opponents while sidestepping tougher challengers. "If you're really about that life, Gervonta, prove it. Retire if you want, but not before stepping in the ring with me." The boldness of Keyshawn's comments turned heads. While Tank has brushed off similar callouts in the past, Keyshawn's relentless criticism struck a nerve. The younger fighter's confidence comes from his meteoric rise in the sport. Keyshawn, an Olympic silver medalist with an unbeaten professional record, has been tearing through opponents and building a reputation as one of boxing's most exciting prospects. The tension between Tank and Keyshawn has been simmering for years, though much of it has been one-sided. Keyshawn has never shied away from calling out big names, and Tank has long been one of his favorite targets. In previous interviews, Keyshawn has praised Tank's skills while simultaneously taking shots at his stature and perceived unwillingness to fight elite competition. "Tank is a great fighter," Keyshawn admitted in one interview. "He's got the power, the skill, the patience. But let's be real, he can't touch me. I've been calling him out for a reason. He knows what I bring to the table, and he doesn't want to deal with it." Tank, for his part, has largely dismissed Keyshawn's trash talk. However, Keyshawn's relentless pursuit and the timing of Tank's retirement announcement gave the rising star an opening to crank up the pressure. As Keyshawn's comments spread across social media, fans began to pick sides. Tank supporters defended his legacy, pointing to his dominant performances and unbeaten record. They argued that Tank has nothing left to prove and that his retirement plans are well earned after a grueling career. Keyshawn's fans, however, saw things differently. They echoed his accusations, claiming that Tank is avoiding the toughest challenges of his career. Some even suggested that Tank's retirement announcement was strategically timed to avoid facing fighters like Keyshawn, Shocker Stevenson, or Devin Haney. The debate quickly escalated, with memes, predictions, and heated arguments flooding Twitter and Instagram. The buzz surrounding Tank versus Keyshawn reached a fever pitch, with fans demanding that the two settle their differences in the ring before Tank hangs up his gloves. Adding another layer of drama to the situation, Floyd Mayweather, Tank's former mentor, weighed in on the rivalry. Floyd, who has had a rocky relationship with Tank since their split, expressed disappointment in Tank's decision to retire. "Tank's still got so much left to prove," Floyd said during an Instagram live session. "Walking away now? That's a slap in the face to the sport." Interestingly, Floyd has recently been training with Kesan Davis, providing the young fighter with guidance and mentorship. Keyshawn revealed that Floyd has been texting him regularly and even closed his gym to train Keyshawn and his brother. Floyd's involvement has fueled speculation that he sees Keyshawn as the next big star in boxing, a move that likely doesn't sit well with Tank. Keyshawn acknowledged Floyd's support, saying, "Floyd's been in my corner, helping me fine-tune my game. It's a blessing to have someone like him backing me." If a fight between Tank and Keyshawn were to materialize, it would be one of the biggest events in boxing. For Tank, it would be a chance to solidify his legacy and silence his critics once and for all. A win over Keyshawn would reaffirm his position as the king of the lightweight division and provide a fitting finale to his illustrious career. For Keyshawn, the stakes are even higher. A victory over Tank would catapult him into superstardom and position him as the new face of boxing's lightweight division. It would also validate his claims that Tank has been avoiding real challenges, cementing Keyshawn's reputation as a fearless competitor willing to take on the best. Despite the buzz, a Tank versus Keyshawn fight is far from guaranteed. Tank's focus remains on his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach Jr., and his team has shown little interest in entertaining the idea of a bout with Keyshawn. Meanwhile, Keyshawn is riding high after a dominant victory over Gustavo Lemos, a performance that showcased his speed, power, and technical skill. Promoters are undoubtedly taking notice of the growing demand for this fight. The storyline, the rivalry, and the social media frenzy make it a potential blockbuster. For fans, the question isn't whether they want to see the fight. It's whether Tank and Keyshawn can come to terms before Tank's retirement deadline. Whether or not Tank and Keyshawn face off, their rivalry has already added a new level of excitement to the lightweight division. With rising stars like Shocker Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Kesan Davis gunning for the top spot, the division is stacked with talent and storylines. For Tank, the next few years will define how he's remembered in the sport. Will he walk away as a legend who left on his terms, or will his critics see his retirement as an escape from tougher challenges? For Keyshawn, the future is wide open. If he continues his meteoric rise, his name will undoubtedly be mentioned alongside the greats of the sport. In the end, whether Tank versus Keyshawn happens or not, their war of words has already left its mark on boxing. Fans will be watching closely, hoping that the next chapter in this rivalry plays out where it belongs, in the ring.